let's see if we can relate fractions, decimals, and percents all together. So we came to the conclusion earlier that if this whole thing was shaded, it would be 100%. But the whole thing is not shaded. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62. Out of 100 pieces, 62 of them are shaded. So my fraction is 62 over 100, but I can reduce that by dividing. Well, let's see if they want us to reduce. If they'll leave it, let's leave it without reducing. I'm just going to leave it just like this. My percent, as long as my denominator is 100, my numerator is my percent. So my percent is 62%. Uh-oh, I can't see here. My percent is 62%. Here's the easy part. When I'm trying to go from a percent to a decimal, see how I had 62%? I take my percent sign, move it to the left twice, boom, boom, and turn it into a decimal. So now we have 0.62. Perfect. So let's count this thing. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces total. Out of those 10 pieces, I know that 3 of them are shaded. So my fraction is 3/10. I like to go from my fraction straight to my percent because that's the easiest for me to do. In order to get my percent, I know that I have to have a 100 at the bottom. 10 times 10 gets me 100, and 3 times 10 would get me a 30 on the top. So I know that my percent is 30%. Now that I have my 30%, I can turn my percent into a decimal by moving the percent sign to the left twice. 1, 2. Put that imaginary decimal in there. So 0.3 or 0.30. See how many pieces I have total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 pieces total. And out of those 10 pieces, 2 of them are shaded. So my fraction is 2/10. I could reduce it, but they don't ask me to, so I'm just going to leave it like that. In order to turn my fraction into a percent, I have to multiply some type of way and end up with 100 at the bottom. 10 times 10 gets me 100. So if I multiply the top by 10, I have to multiply the bottom by 10, and vice versa. 2 times 10 gives me 20. Now that 100 is my denominator, I know that the 20 at the top has to be my percent. Now that we have our percent, which is 20, take my percent sign, move it to the left twice, boom, boom, that's my decimal, 0.2 or 0.20. This one is 100 pieces total. Out of those 100 pieces, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 of them are shaded. So my fraction is 44 over 100. Because it's already over 100, my denominator is already 100. So I know that my percent is 44%. I take my 44%, I turn my percent sign into a decimal, move it to the left twice, boom, boom, 0.44. Oh, what type of foolishness is this I've clicked? 0.44. I almost forgot my decimal again. 0.44. What is happening? Let's try this. 0.44. There we go. And we are done.